Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In my last video, I show you how we can show the inline error message on the login screen. And then we show how we can transfer data from one activity to another activity. So in the continuation of the same project, in this video, I'm going to show you how we can display data on a recycler view. So let's get started. So first of all, let's start an activity. So new activity and add an empty activity and give it a name. So we gave it a name as a recycler view activity. Let's go to the layout view and see. So let's check first of all we have the dependency for the recycler view or not. So there you go. We already have the dependency in our application, so we don't need to add. So let's double check it in our build.gradle file. So we have it already there. That's great. So let's add the recycler view. So in our layout, so let's give it a match parent as a height and give it a ID, the name recycler view. As this is the constraint layout, so we need to set the constraint as well. So we are going to keep it in the top to top as a parent and start to start as parent. So that way it will be on the top of the screen. So now let's copy this recycler view ID and move to the activity. And here we are creating a function init recycler view. Let's define it as a private function. Inside this function we are going to initialize it. So I'm going to use the apply method. So whatever we are going to write inside method, we don't need to set it to the recycler view again and again. That is the beauty of apply. So you need to create an instance of linear layout manager and set it to the recycler view. Layout manager and pass this and the recycler view activity, the current activity. Now we need an adapter. So let's create an adapter first of all as a class. So give it a name RecyclerView adapter and press enter. Now we need to write the code for adapter. So extend it with the RecyclerView.adapter and then pass some parameters inside it. RecyclerView.viewHolder. And now we need to implement all the methods of this function class. So there you go. And now create a data holder. So what data we are going to display, we are going to hold in this variable. So this is going to be an array list of string type. And this method is going to return the size of this data. and let's create a view holder class. Let's give it a name, my view holder, and extend this class with RecyclerView.viewHolder. There you go. This function, this class take constructor as a view in it and pass this view to here. So this is how we implement adapter class, these functions. Create a function as a name, give it a name as a bind. It's going to bind, okay. And this is going to take the value which we need to display. So in our case, we are going to just display the some title. Let's implement this method. Well, let's create a view. So how a row is going to look like. So let's create a layout for that. Give it a name. Finish it. As I said, we are going to just show just one text view. So let's add one text view. Just give it a ID as well. Give it as a name, text view title. That's all. I just gave the margin from all of the sides. Okay, let's move back to the adapter class and inflate this. So here we need to inflate that row. Context, the layout file name, comma parent, comma false. This is going to return us the view, and pass this view to our my view holder class. Return. And in this method, we just need to call the bind method. So currently we don't have, okay, so we need to change this. Okay, yeah, we don't need to use view holder of recycler view, we need to use our own view holder class here. Yeah. Now we can access bind method. There you go. And the item on particular position. Let's copy the ID of our row, the title, view dot title, text view title, and set the value to that text view here. Text view dot text equal to string, the title. That's all for this adapter. Yeah, one more thing, we need to create a method to set the data from outside. So it's a public function, set data. It's going to take array list. So this is to update the adapter whenever we have new entry or any new data. Okay, this list data should be var type, not the val type. So let's change it to var. I think list data is already defined in the adapter class, so let's change its name everywhere. There you go. Alright, so yeah, good to go. Let's set this adapter in our activity and create an instance of our adapter class. Set it up. And now create another function to create the data. So currently we are going to create a data locally. So in this function, we'll create a new array list with some static data. This array list is also going to be the same as the adapter class, so it's string type. So I'm going to add some names like Java, C++, some few more names. You can create any type of data, and later I'm going to show how we can uh, create multiple entries in a row. So you can see in this video, watch till end. So let's create adapter as a global instance. So that way we can set this data from the outside to the adapter. Should be, I think, late in it. Yeah. All right. So RecyclerView adapter. We'll initialize this to here, and then we'll be setting it to the RecyclerView adapter. And now we'll call this RecyclerAdapter.notify dataset change. Set method first of all to set the data, and then notify dataset. And we'll call this method after initialization of our recycler view. So everything looks good. Let's review it. So yeah, everything looks good here. Adapter also have everything good. Let's see our row. Yeah, so everything looked good to me. Let's run it. Yep. Oh, one more change. We need to make our current activity as the launcher. So let's cut this and paste it under the recycler view activity so that the activity launch directly instead of login screen we had. Let's run this and see. Okay, so as you can see, our data is displayed here on the recycler view. So as we had just one string or the title to display, so it's displaying just one text here. So if we have more data, then we can set it here. Let's change the color of this, color and size for the row. So I gave this size and the color as, yeah, that's good. Let's run it and see if so this is how you can set the color size for particular row on a recycler view. So yeah, so So this is how you can show. It's very easy. Currently we are showing the static data, and yeah, you can increase the data. You can download from the APIs servers and then display it. So let's show the custom data, how you can show multiple data. So let's create a data file. Let's say you are getting two items to display on a row. So let's create a data file, recycler data, create it as a data file in a Kotlin, and pass the value as a title and description. Two items. Now we are going to show the two items. So let's create these as a input parameter. Both are string type. There you go. We don't need this. Let's remove it. And right, showing error. Okay, let's remove it and save it. Let's go to our activity and change the data we are creating currently. So let's change this string to the data type. And now we need to set another value as well in this array list. So this is Java, and first parameter and second parameter is let's give it a name as Java description. Yeah, that's better. Similarly, we need to set the data for all these data we are displaying currently. So let's change it quickly. And the last one is this. So data is set. Now we need to change our adapter to accept this data set class. So let's change it here as well. Recycler data. Okay, let's change it here and there too. The bind method, yes. Now, okay, we need to change here as well because now it's not the title. Let's change this to rename it to data and data dot title. We can directly access it. That's the beauty of Kotlin. Let's add one more text view to display this description. Give the layout orientation as a vertical and change the ID to description. Yep. And change its color as well. This description should be displayed in a different color. So let's give it a black color. This. And here we can access that text view. Yep. And then set the value text equal to data dot description. That's it. Yeah, that's good. Looks good. Yep, everything looks good to me. Let's run this application and see. Awesome. So now we can see how we can show our custom data after downloading from API. So like similarly we can show the API. In my next video I'll show you how we can uh, download data from the API and display in a recycler view. So guys, if you like my video, please subscribe, like, share with your friends. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you.